Hey y'all, it's me Marty. You thought I was a picture because I was being so still. I know you did. I know you did. And you like this too. Some of you like this and some of you really can't stand it. I know some of you really can't stand the weirdness that I have, but some of you like it, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Anywho. Oh, hey y'all, it's me Marty. Welcome to another video. I haven't made one in a little while. I think the last one was my making the 3D reindeer on my scroll saw at home. It was like a week ago or more. So yeah, trying to slow down and making videos so I don't do so many. But anywho, I want to show you a project here. A woodworking project I made. Actually, two projects that kind of go together. And I built these in my truck, just with some cut off wood and a couple of hand tools in my truck on the road. And yeah, just to show you that you can do a little woodworking on the go too. And this is kind of cool, and I'm going to tell you about it in just a second, but a little update where I'm at. I am loaded with butter from St. George, Utah, rolling up I-15, and I'm close to Beaver, Utah, and going back home to Minnesota. So be home for a few days, possibly for a week over Thanksgiving. We'll see how things work out. Anyway, it's a beautiful day the Lord has made. It's sunny. It's about 38 degrees, but it's dry and there's no wind, so it's a beautiful day, and I'm rolling north on I-15. Anyway, oh, sneeze coming. Sorry. Oh. Woohoo! My record is 6, I think. 6 or 7 sneezes. Anywho, sorry to ramble. But, okay, so before I show you this project, I want to tell you, why did I make it? Okay, so, y'all know, or most of you know, I'm a truck driver. And so I'm on the road a lot. It's my job. I'm out 1 to 2 weeks usually, and then I'm usually home for a few days or a week. I love being home. I wish I could just stay home all the time, but I gotta work, and I just try to bloom where I am. You know, if I had my way, I would be a teacher, or just doing something in woodworking or ministry, or you know, something helping kids, inspiring kids. I love to teach, but maybe someday God will still open that door. But for now, I'm gonna keep on trucking and just do my best. So I'm on the road a lot, and when I'm driving, and I work hard and I do my best, but I drive 10, 11 hours a day, and I'm on the clock for like 14, 16 hours a day. It gets to be long days, long weeks. And I do my best. But when I'm driving, I have a lot of time to think. And I talk to my wife throughout the day, and other family and friends too and stuff. But, and I spend a lot of time in prayer. But I think a lot too. And so I don't get down. I need to keep my mind busy, okay? Because I can get lonely and it gets boring out here and stuff. So I like to keep my mind busy. And I like to learn. I like to be productive. I like to keep busy. I keep my mind busy, and I'm always thinking about things and doing. And that's the reason why I do all my little DIY projects in the truck when I have downtime. Or woodworking, or make videos, or try to get a hike in now and then. It doesn't happen very often, but you know, just to keep busy when I have downtime at the end of the day, or if I have downtime, to just do different things. So when I'm driving, I'm thinking of things that I can do. I'm trying to think of DIY projects and woodworking and things I want to do when I get home and stuff with my wife and stuff. And lately I've been thinking, and when I have downtime, when I'm not driving, oh, 1 second, I gotta fix something here. Okay, my tablet on my dash was blinking for some reason. Sorry. When I have downtime, like at the end of the day, I mean, if you have a regular day job, you're home, and I've had those kind of jobs in the past too. You're home in the evening, you're home with your family, you can do your chores and hobbies and do different things. Well, when you're on the road as a truck driver, what do? You have the evenings and you kind of hang out. A lot of truck drivers just kind of, whatever, get in trouble and do the things or whatever. I like to make the best use of my time when I have downtime. So in the evenings, yeah, I have a TV in here. I have lots of movies. Probably have 50 or 60 DVDs. So I watch movies. I read too. I have my Bible. I have a bunch of other books. I have scroll saw magazines and wood magazines to look at. I also have my mandolin, so I can practice mandolin, play that. I have my backpack. I can go for a hike when I get a chance. I have DIY stuff up on my bunk. I have all kinds of my fire cans and stoves and different things I play around with, and packs and pouches and stuff. And I also have my carving kit, so I can do a little bit of woodworking in the truck on the road. I have my carving kit, so I can carve spoons and whittle and stuff. I can do that once in a while, whether I sit in the front seat or do it outside. And I actually have my scroll saw with. I have one of my smaller Delta scroll saws. It's actually in the passenger seat. And I can actually use it in here. I have a little shop vac, but it gets a little dusty, so I usually don't do that. But if I have a few hours or a day, sometimes I gotta sit somewhere, I'll put my scroll saw outside, I'll plug it in, I have a little bench, I put it on the stool, and I'll scroll saw. I can make Christmas ornaments and Jesus words and stuff, do a little woodworking while I'm on the road in my downtime. So I do that stuff. I make the best use of my time when I'm not driving. But I was thinking the other day, you know, it'd be kind of nice to make is a little table, some kind of little table I could have in here, like a mini I guess I'm calling it a portable workstation. Just a little table, a little place where, you know, maybe I can, you know, lay out my spoons and stuff, or things I'm carving, or you know, with the scroll sign and the different things. Or I could sit, you know, I could use a little table to paint on if I'm painting my little snowmen or lighthouses that I carve, or maybe I'm finishing the Christmas ornaments and putting hangers on them, or putting Danish oil on them or something. Or just maybe I just want to make patterns or trace patterns on wood, or just do some writing, kind of like a portable workstation, a little table. And I thought, okay, I could make a little table. So I brought some just some small cut off of pine boards from home, nothing fancy. And then I thought, you know, well, if I'm going to make a little table, maybe I can make it kind of a little tool chest, kind of like this is kind of weird. I'm looking at this as different names. It's kind of like a lap desk, like you would have on your lap, but it's also kind of a toolbox. It's also kind of a table. It's also kind of a workstation, a work service to do stuff on, and so I had all these different ideas, and this is what I made. And then I made something else to go with it. And I'm going to show you both of these things. Before I show you, though, I know I'm rambling a lot here, but before I show you, first of all, don't look too close. It's nothing fancy. This is not fine woodworking. This is not great craftsmanship. I am not a master woodworker. I've been woodworking for over 30 years, and I'm still an amateur. I'm just learning. I do scroll sign and carving, and you know, I make boxes and signs and do different things, but I'm just learning. I don't know any real good skills, honestly. I don't. I just never have had the time really to learn a lot of really good skills. Like, I don't know fine joinery and finishing and all that stuff. I just use glue and screws to put things together, maybe brad nails, you know, so it's nothing fancy. And again, there's two little projects here that kind of go together, and they're just made out of pine boards, glued and screwed together. And but I think they turned out neat, and they're practical and useful and kind of neat in the truck here. Okay, so look at my list here, what I have to talk about here. Okay, so this is kind of a two-piece system, okay? These two things I made, and I've just made these the last couple days. When I'm done driving, I've been working on them. And in the truck, actually, on the floor between the two seats up front, between my seat and the passenger seat, on the floor, I was cutting boards and sawing and gluing and screwing and putting things together, and it works. And now I have this station to have in between the seats up front to work on stuff. I don't have to do it on the floor. I have it elevated a little bit. And there's just a lot of cool things about this. Okay, so I'll show you here. And also, I just did this with hand tools, y'all. Okay, a hand saw, screws. I have a little tiny little screw gun, and just hand tools. That's it. I don't have any power tools with, and nothing fancy. I have a full shop at home, you know, nothing fancy as a 10 by 24 shop, and I have tools and stuff, but I don't have that here. I built these two things in my truck in my spare time with hand tools. Okay, so this is the first part of it, and I'm calling it a portable workstation. Okay. And it's basically just a box, okay? But here's the thing. It's just kind of cool. Again, it's not master craftsman or craftsmanship or anything. It's not fancy, but it works and it's kind of neat. It's a place where I can work, okay? So I can sit this, I'm sitting in my bunk. I can sit this on my lap and I can work on it. I can carve, or I can paint, or I can do stuff, or I can trace patterns. Instead of holding my clipboard or finding a book to work on, I have a solid surface to work on. I can sit here in my bunk and have it on my lap. I can sit in the front seat and have it on my lap. Okay, I can have it on the other part here. I'm going to show you a little bit and work on it. I can sit in my bunk back here. I can sit back in there, and I can have it on the bunk, watch a movie, and work on stuff. And it's a surface. It's a portable workstation area. But it's not just that. It's also a toolbox. Okay, so what I did, and where's my tape measure? I'll tell you the measurements of this thing. Okay, so basically, and the top is a little, hangs over the front, so I didn't have to put a handle on it. I just used the lip to open it. And I overhung the edges. The reason I overhung the lid is so I could actually put a clamp on here and put a board on here and work on it and stuff. So that's why the top is kind of overhung a little bit. But basically, it's 20 inches long by 11 inches wide by 6 inches high, okay? It's basically a box, but it's a portable workstation, and it's a toolbox. And inside, I have a bunch of tools. There's a lot of stuff in here. And what I did, I just made a couple of dividers in here. This one here is 1x6, and I actually used my scroll saw to cut an arch on it so it's easier to grab things. And I have a lot of stuff in here, y'all, and I'm actually going to add some more stuff. So I have a little, well, I'm not going to take everything out, but I have a little mini screw gun. Little for driving screws and drilling holes. It's just a mini little one, and it's rechargeable. So I have that in here. I have a hammer in here. I have a pliers. I have a wire cutter. I have a needle nose plier. I got screwdrivers. I have a mini hacksaw in here. I have a little, what do you call it? Japanese pull saw that was given to me. I like that. That's probably my favorite little saw. And I have a scissors in here. I have some little chisels in here, little gouges. I have a crescent wrench in here. I have a whole bunch of sandpaper in here. That's in the main part up here, and there's still room. I'm going to put more stuff in there. Then in the middle part, there's then I have like a 1x2 in here, or 1x3 or something. And you can kind of see it. The next slot, I have some little mini clamps in here. I have some nail sets in here. I have some files in here. I have some little clips in here. I have a whole bunch of band-aids just in case, you know. And then over in the other part here, I have a whole bunch of screws, all different screws, some nuts and bolts and washers. I have some little brackets. I'm always using brackets for things. Some little thumb screw things. And then I have some of my scroll saw patterns in here. Christmas ornaments and my Jesus word pattern and prayer cross pattern. So, and then I have some scroll saw blades in here. So I have things in here. So again, this is for doing small woodworking. You know, this is to assist in doing my wood carving and scroll sawing in my truck, or just outside of my truck while I'm on the road. Some on the go woodworking. I'm not going to do big, huge projects out of here, but it's this box, this portable workstation and the tools in here are to assist my wood carving and scroll sawing. So yeah, I have a few patterns in here and some scroll saw blades. And then I drilled holes in the next board right here, if you can see it, and it just holds bits. So I have a whole bunch of drill bits in there, and I have some screw bits, Phillips and flat, and square drive and Torx and all that. And just a whole bunch of holes to hold them. They're handy to grab. And then I have one more slot, and in the narrow, smallest slot, I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. I have a mower knife and a flashlight in here. I know it's kind of bushcraft, backpacking stuff, but I just got it in here because there's room. And then I have pencils in here. I have pens in here. I have markers in here. I have a ruler in here. Oh gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Yeah, all kinds of stuff in here. Erasers and different things for writing. And then I have a little mini level in there, and I'm actually going to add some more stuff to it. But that's just some of the tools I have in here for doing some woodworking on the go. And then I just put, this morning so I woke up like 4 a.m. this morning. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I got up and I worked on this more. I shaved and I cleaned up, did some organizing in the truck. I had made a pot of coffee and I had my devotions, and then worked on this some more and did some stuff, went for a walk before I even unloaded this morning. Then I got unloaded and now I'm reloaded, heading home. Anyway, yeah, but I got up and I put these in here. So I got eye hooks in here with some just wire here so that it'll hang back. I'm actually going to probably put chain in it. The wire doesn't work as good, but so I could actually open it and it'll stay like that. But and then I maybe could have put a couple pictures on here or something, or maybe like a drill bit guide or some different guides or different tips or woodworking tips or different things on here. But yeah, and then it's got I just got some hinges on the lid, and then I got some handles on the sides. And these, again, this wood, it's just pine boards that I had, a whole bunch of small pieces, and it was enough to build this portable workstation, toolbox. Yeah, so I have handles, and it's not that heavy, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. And it's just really cool. And I can have a lot of stuff in here. I can even fit my my tool roll, my carving kit, tool roll. I can fit that in here too, so it can all be in the same place. Okay, so there's that. Again, I could use this on the front seat. I can use this in the bunk. I can use it on the floor. But just kind of a neat thing. And then the other thing I built is this. So this is, what am I calling this? I don't know. A stool, a workbench, another work service. And so now with the toolbox portable workstation on this, it's up higher. And them two things together just work out really great. So I've made some of these before, and I usually made them out of 2x4s, and they were really nice and solid, but they're kind of heavy. This one I made out of 1x. And this is, measurements of this is kind of the same pretty much, 18 long by about 9 wide by about 13 high. And yeah, so I just have a top with a handle there, and I'm going to tell you about how I made the handle in a second. And then I just made the legs, and I just cut an arch out just for decoration on my scroll saw. And yeah, and then I put a shelf in there so I can have some tools in here. So this, so like if I'm going to do a project, this will be nice at home too. Like let's say I like to do woodworking and projects, serve at my church, doing different things. I'm kind of the woodworker of our church. And I can bring this and I can have some tools in here, and I can work on projects and do different things at church. And then what's cool about this is not only is it a place where I can put a board on here and I can cut, I can saw, I can drill. I can also do that on top of the toolbox, but I can do it on here and I can clamp things down. It's a solid work surface. And I could actually stand on this. So this is made out of 1x, so it's not as heavy as 2x4s, but it's still really sturdy. Again, no fancy joinery. It's just glued and screwed, and I got some little brackets in there. But it's really solid. But I can like cut on it, and I can drill on it, and I can do different things. But I could stand on this. I could kneel on it. And it's really solid. But I can sit on it. I can sit on it and take a little break, which is really cool. Because I have another little toolbox at home that I made years ago. It's just kind of an open top with a dowel as a handle. It says handy craftsman on there and some scripture. I made that years ago, and I usually use that one. That one's cool too, but I can't sit on it. This one's a chair too. So it's a stool, it's a work table, it's a work service, and yeah. And so basically I just cut for both these projects. I cut the boards, I glued and screwed them together, I sanded, rounded over the edges and stuff. And then I thought, I want to have a handle. When you make these like stool, workbench, I'm calling this a little mini workbench. When you make these, it's nice to have a handle. You can just carry it. Well, normally what I would do is, you would use like a Forstner bit or a spade bit and drill 2 holes and then just connect them and cut that out. Or you could do it on a scroll saw. I can cut this out in a scroll saw in 5 minutes, but I didn't. I thought, could I make this by hand, and how long would it take? Well, it's not pretty, it's not perfect, but I used a hammer, a little hammer I had in my toolbox, and a little chisel, and I made this hole. It took 2 hours to cut this out and notch it and sand it, and it's not perfect, but I'm going to leave it like that because it's cool. I don't know. I did it by hand. I don't know. Just kind of cool. So yeah, so I can have that. That's a solid, look at this, y'all. It's super sturdy. You can stand on it. I can sit on it. It's perfect height. You know, I can go like this. I can kneel on it, you know, and I can saw boards, or it can screw. So it's a portable workbench. But then with my little workstation here on top of it, it's a perfect height to work on stuff. So it's two pieces that I built this week, and I think they go together really nice. What else was I going to say about this? No pattern, no plan. I just made up the dimensions, y'all. I just measured and I thought, oh, this will work good for me. You know, that's what I do with a lot of stuff, y'all. Yeah, you can use the size of the dimensions. You can look at the pictures and make it if you want. But again, I didn't use a pattern or plan or anything. I just made it up. You know, and you could do it. If I can do it, you can do it. What else was I going to say? Think outside the box, y'all. I like to problem solve. I like to brainstorm. I like to create. God created us. He did. He created all of us, and he created us to create. I like to create things. I like to make things. I like to learn and then share with others too. And if I can do it, you could do it. So yeah, think outside of the box, different things you can do. And that's the thing too. You can be a woodworker. If you need a hobby and you want to get into woodworking, you can do it even if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of skill, you don't have a lot of time, you don't have a lot of tools or resources or talents or all that, whatever. You can get into woodworking. You can do scroll sign or wood carving without spending hardly any money, and just out of small scrap cut-offs, I like to call them, you can make really cool gifts. Or you can get into bigger woodworking and then have a shop and tools and stuff. But you can start small. You can do it. Anybody can. And that's how I started, really small, and then I still have just a little shop with a bunch of thrifty tools, and I just like to create things and make gifts. You can make stuff to sell. I don't do that much anymore, but I love to make gifts, and I just enjoy spending time in my shop. And I like to do woodworking, and when I'm out on the road working, I wish I could do more woodworking, but now I can do my wood carving and scroll sign in the truck or outside the truck. And now I have a little portable workstation here. Between the toolbox and the workbench together, they work really well. Another thing that's really cool too, so where I store them is right in between my two seats up there. And what's kind of cool, I put them kind of against the passenger seat, and then I put a towel over it. And it's like a little table. It's like a little nightstand. So I have a box of Kleenex and some snacks sitting there where I could just reach over while I'm driving. And that works good too. So it's a little end table when I'm not using it. And then I can actually work on it right in between the two seats, or I can pull it over here like this. I can do it in the chair. I can use it in the bunk. I can use it outside. What I've done before, if I have extra time, like if I'm waiting for a day or two or doing my 34-hour restart or whatever, I'll set up my scroll saw outside, plug it in. I have a little table I put it on, small little table, and then I have a stool. And now I can set this next to it as a work table to work from. You know, I have the tools and stuff. I have scroll saw blades and patterns. As I scroll saw Christmas ornaments or make names or words or whatever, I can set them on this because I have a little table to have next to my scroll saw. So there's many ways, you know, and this is kind of a neat little system for a handyman. You can put this in your car, your pickup, or car, whatever. And for truck drivers, and people laugh at me when they see something. They say, "What are you doing?" I say, "I'm doing woodworking. You know, I'm just doing what I can on the road." And I don't know, it's just kind of a neat thing. I'm looking at my list here, what different things that I want to talk about. I'm almost done with the video, don't worry. But I just wanted to show you this neat little project. And like I say in all my videos, live life fully. Do what you can. Life is hard, and I know, you know, we all have struggles in life. We all have stuff. We all have special needs and challenges, and disability, all that stuff. And some people like to talk about it a lot, and I get kind of tired about hearing all the medical stuff. I have medical problems too, and but I don't talk about it. I just do it at best of what I can every day. You know, we all have health stuff. We all have financial stuff and family stuff, relationships and work and finance, all the, you know, and personal things. We all have that. Life is hard, but God is so good. We all have struggles in life, but my encouragement to you is just Make the most of every day. Do what you can where God has you, in the middle of your struggles, in the middle of your limitations, in the middle of life and all the chaos. Find some joy. Take time to laugh and help other people to do the same. That's what I just enjoy doing. So yeah. I would encourage you to get into woodworking, make some sawdust, take some cut-offs and just build something. What else did I want to say here? Oh, quick little update on my health, as I know some of you are wondering. In the middle of July, I was just tired of being overweight, and I know you've all heard this, and I won't talk too much about it. You can watch those videos, but I was 257. That was a little over 4 months ago now, and I weighed myself the other day, and I'm down to 217. So I've officially lost 40 pounds in 4 months. 5 things, y'all, just 5 things. 1, prayer. 2, eating whole foods, no junk food. Number 3, eating smaller portions. Number 4, 16 hours of fasting every single day. And number 5, exercise. And I'm not even being drastic or intense on any of it, and it's working. I'm losing weight. I feel better. I have more energy, less health problems, saving money. I just feel better than I ever have in my life, I think. I want to lose another 10, 20 pounds, but it's not so much even losing weight. It's just being in shape and feeling better and being healthier and honoring this body that God has given me. And I just want to be better and healthier for my wife and my family, and for just to honor God, and just so that's where that's at. Future videos, I'm gonna, I have some other woodworking videos, some Christmas stuff, and some outdoor things and cooking, different things I want to do. Just have been really busy, but so I got more videos coming. Just not gonna do them as often, maybe like 1 a week, 2 a week, we'll see. But yeah, I want to get back to doing live streams again. It hasn't worked out lately. And I also want to have something to share. I don't want to just ramble. And I know some of you like that, but I want to have something good to share in a live stream. And I like doing live streams because it's a fun way to connect with others, with all you. And again, thank you everybody who's subscribed and watched my videos. Again, I don't make money on this. This is a hobby. I work 70 hours a week. I do this on the side. But it's just fun to share my life. I like to teach. I like to make videos. I like to share and help people smile. So I hope I do that for you. So thanks so much for watching my videos and enjoying me in this YouTube journey. It's kind of fun. If anybody wants a sticker, people have been asking about stickers, and you can Facebook message me. But that's sometimes hard. I'm going to put my email address right here. If you want to email me your name and address, I'll send you a sticker. Okay. And because I have stickers on my YouTube channel. But I think that's about it. I think that's all I really wanted to share here. My portable little workstation here, which is basically a toolbox and a workbench together in tandem. They work really good, or individually. I made them in my truck on the road when I had downtime with hand tools, and now I can use it in my truck. Just kind of silly, and again, it's not fine craftsmanship. It's just, I just kind of put them together, but turned out good, I think. And so if I can do it, you can do it. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video, edit it, get it up, and keep on trucking down the road. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Please like this if you liked it, and comment. And I like to talk back and forth. That's fun. So anyway, we'll see you on the next video.